I'm Andre Marin, the Ombudsman of Ontario. As the Ombudsman of Ontario, I'm an officer of Parliament. I report to the Legislative Assembly at Queen's Park. My role as Ombudsman is to investigate over 500 different government bodies and to take complaints by the public. The annual report in our office is a time of the year where we talk about the state of oversight in Ontario. It's about where we are, what have we done for you citizens. We received a total of over 18,000 complaints, up from 27% from last year. There's one of the informal investigations we conducted that I think demonstrates, again, the value of our office. And it's when we uncovered that there were 36,000 ghost driver's licenses in the system. These driver's licenses exist because people were stopped for driving offenses and they didn't have their driver's license. And so the government makes up a driver's license to serve as a ghost license to be reconciled with the main license once it's found in the system. And what we found is that there's no way to track that. And we maybe have thousands of drivers in Ontario who are out driving with, for example, criminal code convictions of driving while impaired. And they're driving with a clean record because their actual license was never reconciled with the ghost license. And so we've been working hard with the Ministry of Transportation to set the record straight. The MUSH sector is a huge part of the provincial government. It spends about $36 billion a year. And that's if you exclude the police and the municipalities. So that's a lot of money. And that's why we need to have those services overseen. Right now, there is no body in Ontario, independent of the government, that does this work. To me, it doesn't make any sense, and it didn't make any sense to any of the predecessors in this office. Like, you can investigate a public servant in a glass tower in downtown Toronto who writes out policies, but this office is barred from investigating how those services are delivered in the hands of Ontarians. Hospitals represent the lion's share of spending in the MUSH sector. Well, if you have a problem with the hospital, who do you go to? Here are your options. The CEO of the hospital, good luck with that one. I believe it's one of the priorities for oversight. You can find our annual report at ombudsman.on.ca. And do follow us on Twitter at Ontario Ombudsman or at ONT_Ombudsman.